Real quick, what is 7 times 8? Or 3 times 9? Or 6 times 7? And did you get it right? And did you do it quickly? Because that's what it means to be good at math, right? And turns out, no, being good at math is not about simply memorizing and reproducing material at a quick pace. But unfortunately, so many of us, and students especially, tend to get the idea that they're not math people when they can't do this. And so I want to share with you two important findings from research that really change a lot in terms of how we approach math education. The first thing is there's no such thing as a math person. We all have the ability to be good at math. It just takes building a connected brain. So when you learn something new, you want to take that information and make sense of it through multiple representations and connecting it to other ideas that you've learned in the past, so that when you're faced in new and novel situations where that material might apply, your brain has multiple pathways to access that information and apply it flexibly. The second thing is that struggling is not a bad thing. It's actually a really good workout. So neuroscience research shows that when we're struggling, it's actually the best time for our brains to learn and grow. And that's why Struggly is called Struggly, because we're all about supporting teachers and students to embrace struggle as an exciting and integral part of the learning process, rather than something that we should try to avoid. Struggly itself is born out of these three areas of research. The first is the research around math education. So you'll notice that in Struggly tasks, there are typically no instructions or maybe just one word of instructions. And that is because we want students to be immediately put into the driver's seat, sense making for themselves, trying out their ideas, making mistakes and learning from them. So it's really about promoting student agency within their sense making. And you can see that in the design of our tasks. The second area of research is behavioral game design. I should have said I am a former classroom teacher. I taught in LA Unified before going up to Stanford to get my PhD. And as a classroom teacher, I was so frustrated by the fact that all of the gamified math products that were available to me were really just traditional textbook practice problems that students would do to earn points to play a game that had nothing to do with math. So the game was, or the math was just like an unwelcome distraction to the game that you're playing. But in Struggly, the game that students are playing and the math that they're learning are one and the same. You'll never find that students are playing a game that's not directly related to some mathematical topic. And then finally, we can't ask students to embrace struggle without promoting a growth mindset. So you'll see that growth mindset messaging is woven throughout the Struggly experience for students. When students make a mistake, they're celebrated. Great, you made a mistake. That means this is a challenge. And then they're encouraged to go back in and keep trying. The students are also earning badges for being creative, persistent, and strategic. And you'll notice that those things are what are really valued in Struggly, versus just getting right answers quickly.